Hello, dear students. Welcome to your social studies class. I hope you are enjoying all the lessons. Today, we will do a new lesson, chapter 13, lesson 13, travel time. What is the lesson? Travel time. So, let's start reading the lesson and then I will explain it to you. Listen very carefully. Mr. Jay Krishnan lives in Chennai. He often travels by the local train. Mr. Singh lives in Delhi. He uses the Delhi metro. Mr. Das lives in Kolkata. He takes the local train to go to office. Mr. Ajgaonkar lives in Mumbai. He travels by a best bus. So you see children here how people are traveling. Mr. Jai Krishnan is traveling by the local train in Chennai. Mr. Singh is traveling by the metro in Delhi. Mr. Das is in Kolkata is traveling by local train, and Mr. Ajgaonkar in Mumbai is traveling by BEST bus. Okay, so can you see how people are traveling from one place to another? So today we will do this lesson on travel or travel time or different kind of vehicles or transport. Okay, these all are means of transport. People have different travel needs. Students have to travel to go and fro to school. Do you remember when you used to go to school? Yes, you used to travel by bus or by rickshaw, or maybe your parents were dropping you at school and then picking you back up, and there were different means of to go to school and then coming back. Parents have to go to office or to market. At other times, people need to travel on vacation. Sometimes we travel short distances within the city. Sometimes we travel short distances, which means कि बहुत पास में जाना, city के अंदर ही. At other times we travel to another city, another state, or even another country. We use many different types of transport to travel to fulfill our travel needs. These means of transport can be broadly categorized into three types: land transport, water transport, and air transport. So you understand, children, that there are different means of transport and it takes different time, and sometimes you travel within the city or to different cities or even to different countries, and there are different means of transport. Okay, now let's see what are those transport. One of them is number one is land transport, water transport, and air transport. And let's see now about land transport. Okay, now let's see about land transport. We travel on roads and by rail on land. The means of transport used on roads are called vehicles. What are vehicles? Means of transport used on roads. This is because they have wheels. Cars, buses, auto rickshaws, scooters, motorbikes, and bicycles are road vehicles. Okay, what are road vehicles? Cars, buses, auto rickshaws, scooters, motorbikes, and bicycles are road vehicles. The passenger train, goods train, tram, local train, and metro are different types of railway trains. Okay, the passenger train, goods train, which carries things, goods. Okay, tram, local train, and metro are different types of railway trains. Those vehicles that run on an engine need fuel such as CNG, diesel, and petrol. Such vehicles give out smoke. Bicycles and cycle rickshaws are driven by man. Nowadays, many vehicles run on electricity too. Children, did you understand? Those vehicles that run on an engine need fuel such as CNG, diesel, or petrol. Okay, Now, do you see here these means of land transport? Bus, bicycle, scooter, bike, car, auto rickshaw, and train. These are all land transport. Now let's see this fun fact. The Shatabdi and the Rajdhani trains are super fast trains in India. They travel at a speed of 200 kilometers per hour. Per hour, every 1 hour you can travel 200 kilometers. And which are those trains? Shatabdi and Rajdhani. They are known as super fast trains. Now let's come to the next page, page number 72. Water transport. We learnt about land transport, and now we will read about water transport. Okay, at places near rivers, seas and oceans, water transport is a popular way to travel. Boats and ferries are a common feature in Goa. If you go to Goa, you can travel on boats and ferries from one place to another. Ships and liners are large boats that travel on oceans. Water transport is slow. Okay, when you travel through ships or boats or liners or ferries, it will be slow. It will not be as fast as like a scooter, okay, or an aeroplane, but it will be slow. However, it is a very good means to transport goods from one country to another. Even goods, even our things, if many things come from one place to another, one country to another country, through these big ships, okay, many goods are transported. Okay, now can you see these pictures? These are those a boat, okay, and then a large ship, and I think it is a ship full of goods, full of things which you receive from one place to another. Now let's come to air transport. Air transport is the latest and the fastest means of transport. Aeroplanes and helicopter provide air transport. Aeroplanes carry both passengers and cargo. Cargo means things. Okay, like whenever you travel from one place to another through aeroplanes, on aeroplanes, you also travel and your things also travel. Okay, and air transport is the latest and the fastest means of transport. Name an airline that you have traveled by. Here you can name the airline through which you have traveled. Okay, like Air India or SpiceJet, or there are many other airlines. Okay, and you can write the names, Gulf Air or something like that. Okay, and see, these are the two means of air transport, aeroplane and helicopter. Okay, now let's come to page number 73. Special vehicles. A fire engine is red in color. It has a loud siren. It puts out a fire. Okay, what is a fire engine? Okay, there are special vehicles for special purposes, special different purposes, like fire engine, ambulance, lifeboat, police jeep and a tractor. Now let's read about them. A fire engine is red in color. It has a loud siren. Okay, whenever there is a fire somewhere or some place has caught fire, we call the fire station and they send the fire engine. Okay, and there is a loud siren in it, and when it blows, people can hear it and come to know that okay, now they have to get ready with the fire engine and take it to the place where there is fire to put out the fire. It puts out fire. Then we'll read about the ambulance. An ambulance is white in color. The word ambulance is written on it in a mirror image. It carries patients to hospitals. Now during the time, you must have seen ambulance, right? And especially I've seen so many ambulance during the corona period. Okay, during the lockdown, there are so many ambulances going from one place to another, and the word ambulance is written on it in a mirror image, which it means in an opposite way. Okay, it carries patients to hospitals. It has a loud siren too. This ambulance also has a loud siren. A lifeboat. What is a lifeboat? A lifeboat is a special boat used to save people from drowning in the sea and ocean. There are many people in Goa and other in sea beaches, or okay, and they go out for fun, like in Mumbai or in Chennai or in or in Goa. Okay, there are oceans and seas, and people like to travel there, and people like to go into the ocean. But if they are getting drowned, अगर वो डूबने लगते, drowning means डूबना, अगर वो डूबने लगते हैं, so there are lifeboats in which they can be saved. Or even like if somebody is traveling in a ship, okay, and something bad happens to the ship, so what happens? They have lifeboats, okay, and if the ship is drowning, they ask people to get on to the lifeboats, and then they can go further and be saved. Okay, now let's read about the police jeep. The police jeep has a revolving light and a siren. What does the police jeep have? A revolving, which goes round and round like this light, you must have seen, and a siren. So what do you mean by siren? A sound, एक जैसे कि आवाज़ आती है ना जब आपका स्कूल ओवर होता है, when your school gets over, एक सायरन बजता है, राइट, और कहीं कहीं पे बेल बजती है. So in the same way, all these engine, ambulance, lifeboat, police jeep, they have sirens. Through those sirens, through those sounds, you can find out, you can come to know what kind of a vehicle it is. Okay, so the police jeep has a revolving light and a siren. It is a jeep that is driven by the police. Okay, a tractor is a heavy. Now let's read about the tractor. A tractor is a heavy vehicle used by farmers in their crop field. जो गांव के में लोग होते हैं, farmers होते हैं, okay, they use tractors like this. Can you see, this is a fire engine, okay, it is red in color, okay, and it also has a siren. Then this is the ambulance, you must have seen, with this plus sign or logo, and this one also has a siren up here. Okay, this is a police jeep, this one also has a siren up here. Okay, and then this is the tractor, and these are the lifeboats. Okay, if somebody is drowning, so people who save people on oceans or seas, they go out on this lifeboat and they save people. Okay, so this is a lifeboat. And then this is a tractor used by farmers in farming. I hope students you have understood the lesson, right? And you have also enjoyed the lesson. So just let me tell you how many kinds of transport are there. Land transport, okay, air transport and water transport, right? And then there are special vehicles like fire engine, ambulance, lifeboat, police jeep and tractor. So these were all the important means of transport. When you go to the next class, you will learn more about transport. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed the lesson. God bless you and take care.